What's going on, TJ Ties? We back for another day of strength to be. Listen, you have the mental, you have the physical, and you have the spiritual strength to be anything you want to be. All we got to do is get it out. Listen, this is your weekly motivation. But I want to tell you about a 16-year-old girl who was always complaining about her life, complaining about her schoolwork, complaining about her after-school job, complaining about breaking up with her boyfriend. She complained about every single thing she could complain about. She said, "Dad, every time I overcome something, I have another problem come up." And her dad got tired of hearing her complain, and he wanted her to understand how bad it was to complain. So her dad, being a chef, took her in the kitchen, and he boiled 3 pots of water. He put potatoes in one pot. He put eggs in the other pot. And in the last pot, he put coffee beans. He turned it up, and he allowed the water to boil. And after 20 minutes, he brought her back in the kitchen, took the took the pots off, and he put potatoes in one bowl, and he put the eggs in another bowl, and the third, the coffee beans, he put it in a cup. And he said, "Baby girl, what do you see?" And she came over, she said, "I see potatoes, I see eggs, and I see coffee beans." He said, "No, baby, look closer. What do you see?" And she said, "Dad, I see the potatoes. I see the potatoes, and the potatoes have become soft. They become soft, Dad. They were hard in the beginning. They were hard, but now they become soft." And he asked her, "Are you the potatoes? Are you that person who was hard, who was able to deal with trials, who was able to deal with difficult times, deal with adversity? Are you that person who was able to deal with it and be strong enough to fight through it? But then that one event occurred, and then when that event occurred, you became that person who became soft, who decided that everything was too difficult for you to fight through. Are you that person that stopped fighting, that started to give in because of that one thing that happened to you?" And then he took her to the eggs. She looked at the eggs, and she peeled the skin back and said, "Dad, it's a hard-boiled egg. It was soft in the beginning, but now it's hard on the inside." And he asked her, "Are you that person who was easy to deal with, who everybody wanted to be around, who was always smiling? Are you that person who has turned into that person who's hard on the inside, who has hardened yourself to the outside world? Are you that person who went through that adversity? Your husband might have left you, or your wife might have left you. You might have lost a family member, a son, a daughter, a mother, a father. You might have even just lost your job. And those are all tragic things. But are you that person who has become hard on the inside? You have been shut down to the world. You've been shut down to your family. Are you that hard-boiled egg?" And then she began to walk over to the coffee cup. And before she could even get there, she smelled a rich aroma coming from the coffee cup. She said, "Dad, that smells good." He said, "Go on, baby, keep going closer." When she got to the coffee cup, she took a sip, and she was amazed about how great the coffee tastes. And he asked her, "Are you the coffee bean? Are you a person who does not allow the circumstance to change you, who does not allow their environment to change you, but you change your environment?" Listen, it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to what happens to you. You see, the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans were all placed in the same adversity. They were all placed in the same adversity, but all 3 responded differently. And you heard me say it. Before she even sipped the coffee, she smelled the rich aroma. I'm not talking about your cologne or your perfume. I'm talking about your disposition. I'm talking about your body language. Much of communication is body language. So when you walk into the room, what type of energy are you giving off? I want to give off an energy that is like a rich aroma. People see me from across the room, and my body language, my energy is so positive, they want to come closer to see how I'm giving off that energy. That's rich aroma. Do you have a rich aroma? Do you have that positive energy that draws people close to you? Are you the coffee beans? Are you the person who changes the environment when you walk in the environment? Or are you that person who allows the circumstance, who allows the environment to change you?